Hey, we have another really cool treat for you today. This is a Stetson catalog, even older than the last one I showed you. This one is from 1877. This was their catalog. I don't know whether these were in poster form, in flyer form, were they in magazines, they were just given out, or on the walls of hat shops. But there is instructions on the bottom of the page saying not to cut out each style and, to use the numbers or the names and notate it like that. So let's check it out. I took some photos of all the graphics and everything. It's got that really nice engraving style, like a dollar bill or something. It's amazing. Look at that John B. Stetson. It's gorgeous lettering. So you'll see the little bit of a transformation in styling here too. This is 1877, so it's before the snap brim stuff started popping up, like the 1930s and 40s gangster movies with the fedoras and the snap brims and stuff, and Humphrey Bogart. That came way later, obviously. So you're going to see a lot of brims here that are more rolled, like a top hat or like a bowler, or a Hamburg, the rolled brim, because this is pre-snap brim, obviously. And you're also going to see some brims that look a little bit more Western. If you take a look at some of these styles, I'm going to try to do them one by one and nice and slowly, because last time there was something that Daisy was looking at and went by too fast. So we'll keep it nice and slow. And these have actual names, like the Lark and the Leon and things like that. The Wayne. That's nice. It's a classic looking derby there. You can see some of them have straight sides. Some of them are hourglassed in. That's got a straight side. It's like a stovepipe. The one to the right is kind of got a thin waist. That's almost like a pilgrim hat. Look at that. It's just a square. And it starts to look at some of these brims. There's curled up brims that are starting to look not so much like a derby or a Hamburg, but almost a little bit cowboy too, with those intense rolls. I guess that probably looked very dashing and jaunty. The exaggerated roll has always looked like that, even in the 70s, even to this day. It's a flashy kind of look at those pinches on that hat to the left. Wow, look at those pinches. I've never seen anything like that. And that crown, look at the way it tapers in. These look like Western hats almost. You notice there's soft felt and there's stiff felt. I think they started off with most of the stiff. These are the softs. You could say, okay, I'd like a number 10, please, or I'd like a poly. Now look at those pinches. See, these are early pinches. Wow, it's like a pinch derby. Interesting square crown. Look at the crease on that one. It's got a deep roll, deep crease. Okay, this is a foldable hat. That's an Optimo. See the top? There's a little crease to fold it up. And another square looking kind of bowler thing. A Susie? Yeah. I can only imagine that these higher looking Hamburg type hats, they looked very important looking. They gave you a kind of a grand, like a wealthy status kind of a look. They're tall. They look formal, regal looking. They wore those little white George Washington socks and those pointy little patent leather shoes and all that stuff, dandy stuff back then. But it's incredible. It's just great watching this stuff, knowing that there was some wise guy in a hat shop just like me selling these things right here in New York. That's that Optimo. See it on the left? It's got a pinched crown up on top so you could fold the hat in half. The one all the way on the left. That's like a little trilby kind of, look at that. Little shallow crown, trilby, stingy brim fedora, kind of like a Hamburg thing. Like a junior Hamburg. Okay, that's a tall Hamburg. Got some pre-fedora kind of things. I'd imagine a lot of these probably got pinched just from picking them up and grabbing them. So they wound up looking more like a fedora with the pinched crown after a while. At least the soft felts, not the stiffer felts. Look at that. Don't cut out the patterns, but order from the names or the numbers. 1877. This one is also in perfect shape. It's been behind glass for a long time. The corners aren't even bent up or anything. Definitely super rare. Even the guys from Hatco and Stetson, Biltmore, and all the different hat companies looked at this stuff. They're like, wow, I don't even know what that is, you know? All right, guys, take care of yourselves.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.